Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, and pitching in this game, Sandy Alcantara. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one. Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Swing and a ball popped up. Edwards pulls it down and he makes the catch. One down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Bryce Harper.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
Alcantara, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer. Turner runs. Pitch in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. First pitch misses.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
On the ground to third. Slings it across, and they get Arenado for the out. And that is the inning. Phillies strand one. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park, getting the nod on the mound, Ranger Suarez. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Line drive. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing. Nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Graham Pauley stands in now and watches strike one. That one drifts inside. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game one of this 3-game set. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Now, Xavier Edwards. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 1-0.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the out.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. throw to second. He's safe.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled to first. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
Castellanos went deep in his most recent game. Castellanos swings, drills one to center. That's back there. That one is gone. His 31st home run of the season. It's 1-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Max Kepler now at the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
He was all over that one. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Byron Buxton. Fought off foul.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. Stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
This is Bryson Stott. And that one is lifted in the air. Berry sizes this one up. Makes the grab. Both runners tagging. Both runners able to move up. Aggressive play. And it's second and third now. One away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Mitch Garver.
Mitch Garver up to hit here.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
Late with the swing there.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
And it's strike two.
0-2. Ball one.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
This one in the air, center field. Drops into the glove. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Here's Trey Turner. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. First
Ball, that's
pitch, and he
outside.
just misses. The shortstop takes a ball.
2-0.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the second. Turner pops it up. Fortes. And makes the grab. And that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 2 and the Marlins 1. Back here in Miami. Now it's the DH, Heriberto Hernandez. Suarez back to work. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a curve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Agustin Ramirez. That hits the dirt. 1-0. On the ground to the left. Arenado to first in time. And a couple of quick outs.
The right fielder.
So up next, Jacob Berry. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
It's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And at the plate for Miami, Nick Fortes. Right through there for a strike. Fortes launched a homer in his most recent game. Ripped on the ground to second. Over to first. And that is that. Marlins leave 1. And our score remains 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. And a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits.
Ball 1.
Swing and a foul straight back. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hill has a beat on it. And there's one down. And here comes Alec Boehm. Struck out swinging his first time.
Designated hitter, Alec Boehm.
That one pushed foul. Boehm goes 6 feet 5 inches, 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2018. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Now batting.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Grounded out his first time. Pitch misses. And that is ball 1. 2 out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ripped to third, but handled. And that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. But they still lead it 2-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
2 is the count.
That one just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late, and they can't get the out. One down. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. Out to short Turner. Not in time. He's safe.
Now batting, the first
Davison
baseman,
De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. Squirts away a little bit. Runners stay put. That's ball one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Grounder might be two. Slings to second, and that's two.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Number 8, Nick Castellanos.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. The next pitch misses, and 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Slings to first, 2 up, 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Byron Buxton. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Phillies go down quietly in the inning as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now for the Marlins, Derek Hill. Just missed. In there at the knees, and that's strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground. Oh, great grab on the dive. Jump throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. And next is the designated hitter, Heriberto Hernandez. Right through there for a strike. Step off throw to first. Back in there standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Swing and a ball popped up. Stop. Makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the catcher to hit, Agustin Ramirez. He's 0 for 1.
Ramirez.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Strike on the inside corner.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
Rolled to short, could be two. Behind his back to second, to first, not in time. Great effort there. Jacob Berry, the next up for the Marlins. A single his first time. Foul ball there. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Up the middle, makes the sliding stop, gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. One left for Miami, and they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Alcantara back to work. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Hill on the move. Puts it away for the out. So digging in now for Philadelphia. Mitch Garver drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner at the plate. 1 for 2. Out there to center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
And that one fouled off. Garver on at second with 2 down. Hard hit left side. Sends it across to first. Harper retired. Third out, and that ends the frame. One left for Philadelphia. They lead it 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Leading off for the Marlins, the second baseman, Nick Forte.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him! Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished.
No left field.
Right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
And now, Dane Myers. That clips the corner. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. Home half of the 5th inning moving along. 2 quick outs. Here's the third baseman, Graham Pauley. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
0-1.
That one missed. Next offering upstairs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They're down 2-1. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And that is out of play. And there's a ball. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. That gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jesus Tinoco up and loosening in the pen. Soriano also getting ready. Dives and he can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but...
George Soriano comes on now.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hill on the move to the alley. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out.
Now, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on, one out.
Ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The 1-1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and second, one out. Byron Buxton digs in now. That clips the corner.
0-1.
Runners on the move. Bunt attempt misses. Throw to third, and he's out. Runner at second, two down. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Outside.
That pitch is out.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. So one run in the inning on this base hit, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. There's a strike.
You know, these Marlins looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
De Los Santos in the box again, takes a strike. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away. Derek Hill, the next up for the Marlins. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Offense held in check there. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 3 and the Marlins 1. Jesus Tinoco on the pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in, Bryson Stott, 0 for 2 in this one. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well. You know, these Phils, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
In the air, center field. Hill brings it in, and a quick out, number 1. Now the catcher up to hit, Mitch Garver. And there's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed.
That's a ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swing and a base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Myers pulls that one down. Throw behind the runner, and they got him doubled off. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The designated hitter, Heriberto Hernandez.
Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Suarez winds and deals. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. And the first offering is not close. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the air, right field. Castellanos gets under it. Snags it for the 2nd out. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jacob Berry. In the air, right side. Castellanos makes the grab. And that will end the inning. And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. And now for the Phillies, Bryce Harper. Tinoco back to work. That one
That's
outside. And that's ball one.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
And that's
Ball, that's off the
outside.
plate.
Ball two. And
Ball,
that's outside. That one
That's
misses.
ball four.
So a
Take your
leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional
Now
walk,
batting,
but he
designated
wasn't exactly
hitter,
trying to
Alex.
attack the zone either.
Boom.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
And that drops in for a strike.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And
One
ball
ball.
one.
2 strikes.
In the air, right field. Nabs it. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. He'll touch them all. His 16th homer of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
That one fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch misses inside, and it's a ball and a strike. That one is absolutely belted. Hill ranging back. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game. It's 5-1.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout.
Now pitching for the
Declan
Marlins.
Cronin takes over on the
Number
mound.
51.
Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Cronin.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now batting Max Kepler. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Close,
0-1.
but called a ball. And the count is 1-1. Just
Yep,
off
that
the
ball went
outside
out.
edge. Swinging a foul out of play. Back to the mound. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back as we
Lead
take a
off
look
for
at their
the
upcoming
Marlins,
schedule.
The second baseman, Nick Forte.
And first offering is fouled off. Suarez still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that.
Turner over to stop for
He's
one.
out.
And it's a double play.
He's out.
Now batting.
Nice
the third
soft
baseman.
hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double
Holy.
play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Now the number 2 hitter, Graham Pauley. Pitch
Ball,
misses
that's
there. Ball 1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that's the inning. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. Cronin, 27 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first. One up, one down. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Max Meyer preparing to come on if needed. Povich, the lefty, warming up as well. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. He swings and fouls one off. And now 1 and 2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Myers sizing this one up, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. 2 down, base is empty. Mitch Garver stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Strike 2.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Heart of the order. 3-4-5 will get there. Bottom of the 9th. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. And that misses off the outside edge. Got him looking. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Now batting.
Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. And there's a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. The Phillies leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So up next, Derek Hill, 1 for 3.
Derek Hill.
And first offering is fouled off. They're down to their final strike.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
The Fish down to their final strike. On the ground, and this should do it. Trey Turner gloves it. Fires to first on the run, and that'll do it.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.